everybody, it's Joyce here at Shadow Bayou Tarot, and welcome in. This is an all signs for the masculines. Do you identify as masculine or you are masculine? Whatever, I don't care. The woman on your mind is what this is about. Whether you are coupled or not, the woman on your mind is the topic for tonight. Take 3. Talk about take 3, Joe. As far as trying to get online tonight, trying to go live this is a take 3. But yeah, this is part 2, I guess you can say, because I already did, you know, how the man feels. And so now we're checking out how the women feel about the masculine. All right, let's check it out, guys. How you doing tonight, Joe? I just got off a coaching call. So yeah, I'm running a little behind, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm here. Hi, love and light. Hi, country girl. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty, y'all. Let's get down to it. Don't forget to give me a thumb. You've got to donate 1. Please hit that like button. And if you enjoy the content here on my channel, subscribe and help the channel grow. You good? You cute, adorable, talented, well moisturized, and modest AF. Gumbo is the same. Aw. Well, we're going to get right to the nitty gritty, y'all. Since it is, you know, a little late. Let's see. Aries to Pisces. These are all general readings. Keep that in mind. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Let's keep an open mind, y'all. Hi, Pam Bear. All right, let's do it. Aries 243. Aries, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Aries? How does the woman on your mind really feel about you, darling? Aries, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Hi, Diamond. How's it going, Pam? Aries, the woman on your mind thinks you're playing games with her. She's waiting for you to tell her your intentions. She's waiting for you to tell her the truth. She don't know what to make out of you. I can tell you that right now. The woman on your mind thinks you're a player from the Himalaya and that you're going to leave. She thinks you're not being honest. And she's waiting for you to tell her the damn truth and nothing but the truth. She's trying to see what actions you're going to take next to prove to her she can trust you, because she don't. She thinks you're a player and you're going to leave. She thinks yep. She feels there's a third-party situation going on and that you're going to leave. That you're going to haul that tail and run. Short, sweet, and simple, damn it. That's what she thinks. You see, this person, this woman, Aries, wants it all with you, all right? She wants it all with you, the whole kit and caboodle. But it's a challenge because there's in and out behavior here. Yeah. And she's, look, all worried, Can't sleep. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, she feels you moving on, that you got somebody else, and that being in this relationship, dealing with you, whether you call it a relationship or not, she feels is risky, because she feels like you're in and out, that you're a player and you got somebody else. Losing sleep. This woman on your mind really would like to settle down with you. Let's see what a potential outcome of this is. She's going to have to figure out if she wants to drop this or stay, because she doesn't know. She's very confused. If you even give a damn. You giving the 2. She feels you giving the 2. She thinks it's not going to last. Potential outcome, I think that this is going to continue on, and I think you're giving a 2 as well. I think this is going to continue being back and forth for now. This is what they're showing me. This is going to be an in and out, off and on situation until somebody puts an end to it. So we have Scorpio energy. We have Sagittarius energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Gemini, Cancer. Let me see. Scorpio again. All right. Next, Taurus. Taurus, 712. Taurus, the woman on your mind, Taurus. How does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Taurus? Hi, Angel Tarot. Hi, Deb. Hi, Killer Tomato. Hi, Lashana. All right, Taurus, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Waiting for communication for dang sure. You gonna crotch watch Killer Tomato? All right, girl. Taurus, how does, whoop, here we go. Got Virgo energy showing up. The woman on your mind does not want to let you go and would be willing to defend this connection. The woman on your mind wants to invest in this relationship, in this connection, and would defend it. There's too much conflict here, though. You and this person have a lot of conflict, all right? Yeah. All right, so the suspicion is it's not going to last, and that's why she's holding on so hard, because she's afraid for it to be over. She's going to fight until it is over, fight for the relationship. Somebody here has other options. I feel that would be you. We have a Libra energy showing up pretty heavy. The woman on your mind knows there's somebody else. There's competition. And the very least, there's competition for you. She loves you. The woman on your mind loves you. She doesn't want it to end. But here's the problem I'm seeing. The problem is She feels that you don't open up to her, that you keep to yourself. Are you distancing yourself? Okay, so this is what I'm getting, Taurus. I feel like you're not very honest and open with this person, this woman. There's manipulation here, so she feels that manipulation. There is, I want to see. So y'all are on different pages. You looking at this person, this is how this is coming out. You looking at the woman on your mind as a very attractive, seductive, sexy person that you can have fun with. The woman on your mind looks at you as the husband, the father of her children, whatever. Okay? Meaning y'all are not on the same page. She feels that, she sees that. All right? And she wants to do everything she can to show you she's, like in other words, you should choose her. Choose me. These are the reasons why. So she could be doing things like, I don't know, cooking for you, buying you gifts, doing extra things to show you that she's special. You understand? She wants to settle down. You don't. You find it to be a burden. Or you find her to be a burden. So let's see what they're going to tell us. So this relationship, this situation, the woman on your mind is not going to be satisfied with what you give her because it's just not enough. There's too much competition, too many other options here. And y'all both going to walk away single. I'm telling you right now, y'all both going to walk away single from this because this isn't, I don't feel this is going anywhere at all. There's a lack of stability, a lack of wanting for things to take a higher level of commitment. So the offer you give to her isn't the offer she expects or wants. All right. She wants, again, here we go with two people not on the same page here. The masculines are pussying out. I'm sorry, but they are. Gemini, 1305. They'll come around. Sure, they'll come around. Open your legs. They'll be around sooner. I shouldn't say it, but damn. Even the spirits say it. Hi, Wesley. Hi, Robert. Gemini, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Gemini, how does the woman on your mind feel about you? Another confused person, Two of Swords, trying to make a decision. You see that? Page of Wands. Whoa, they flying out. You see that? All right, here we go. So the woman on your mind feels like you're playing games, feels like you're not serious, and you're going to walk away because you want to be single. Two of Swords, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Apparently, somebody's not being honest here. Not a sword, 7 of swords. What'd that look like? And we have the 8 of wands and 9 of swords. So the communication is disappointing. When someone does decide to respond, maybe somebody here is late responding to messages. That's what it looks like. So the woman on your mind feels like you're not being very sincere when you come around being all sweet and loving and romantic. You may run away from questions, run away from commitment, whatever. That's how she feels. And here's the disappointment, because she's kept waiting. So that's how she feels about you. We're just going to keep it simple. That's how she feels about you. Sagittarius energy here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be any sign, but that's the dominant energy. Yeah. There's a waiting game. So this person feels like they have to wait, or they are waiting for your response, or for you to take some type of action, initiative toward them. They get mixed signals. The woman on your mind feels like she receives mixed signals from you. She can jump in a fairy circle. I'll take her away. What the hell that means? Hi, Supernova. So here's the thing. So the energy is, because I do ask, this is going to happen again. This is an off and on again situationship, whatever. We have the moon, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So this person is going to come back, or expects you to come back. And maybe this is your MO with, yeah, okay. So this woman on your mind expects you to come back wanting her attention again. Because apparently that's the MO, with a lack of commitment for wands in the reverse. So that's how she sees you, and that's what it looks like is going to happen again. It's just an in and out, off and on energy. Is that what all these readings are going to be tonight? Jesus Christ. Okay. Cancer. 1821. Hi, Storm King. Thank you for being here. All right. Cancer, how does the woman on your mind feel about you? Cancer, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? That you're hiding things, keeping secrets, not being honest. 5 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 9 of Cups. But you'll be back. So the person, the woman on your mind, feels like you've made up your mind to move forward. to escape conflict or something. That's what this looks like. To move forward to escape conflict. She feels there's manipulation here. She also feels you're going to be back to apologize, but that you have secrets, like the reason you're leaving or walking away, it looks like you're not explaining anything. You just sort of go quiet because you're hiding things. You could be avoiding messages from this woman or avoiding talking about something. There's an avoidance with communication. So the woman on your mind feels like you'll be back to offer her breadcrumbs. And that you're very guarded and defensive, like you're very offended, like you get offended easily or act that way. And she wants to know the truth because she knows you're hiding shit with the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, she wants to know information about what's really going on. You know, she wants to know the truth. It's like she has different ideas of what could be happening, and she's trying to figure it out, but she needs the truth from you. So the woman on your mind feels like you left to go focus on another connection. Okay. For some of you, the woman on your mind feels like you may have committed to another person. That's what the worry is. The part, like, either the woman on your mind feels like either you were married, secretly married, or that you are committed or committing to another woman. And that's what she feels. Yep, that's what she feels. So we have Virgo energy here. I'm trying not to forget to tell y'all the signs. Gemini. Definitely have Libra energy here. We have Aquarius, Pisces, heavy Pisces. Okay. Leo, 2323. Leo, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Leo? How does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Leo? Another one, Two of Swords. Y'all have these women all confused. Jesus. You know, they want some type of enlightenment. They want the truth. They want communication. Don't look good from this end, I can tell you that. Yep. The woman on your mind feels like you just come around for attention, but you hold back commitment. The woman on your mind feels like when it ends, because this ain't the first time, here you come back around to try to make peace, to try to get a peace. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, the World. Y'all could be from different cultures, but it looks like a cycle is ending with the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords in the World. Looks like this is a cycle that's really going to come to an end. There will be one more round of this back and forth crap. There will be. All right? But she don't have no faith in your ass. I can tell you that right now. So she feels you're dealing with somebody else and that you just come around whenever you're lonely and want some loving. Basically, that's it. Devil card energy, shadow side. I mean, none of this is positive. She wants the truth, but you ain't going to give it to her. You already know you're not going to give it to her. You already know you're disappointing her and hurting her. And she thinks about you all the time. She focuses a lot on you. But she feels you're a player. You see, that's where the Devil card is with the Knight of Wands. And it could be y'all live at a long distance and she suspects the worst. And maybe that's the reason for the back and forth, because y'all do actually live at a far distance from each other. But I feel like this is going to be the last hurrah. The last one. Yep. So we have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and that's it. That's it. Lord have mercy. They all saying the same crap, basically. We could... Virgo 2736. All right, Virgo, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Let's see how she feels about you, Virgo. How does your woman, the woman on your mind, feel about you, Virgo? The woman on your mind feels like you're going to communicate, send her a message real soon, that you're going to break the silence. She feels y'all going to have a brand new start, get together. So apparently there's no communication, and she expects you at any moment to reach out. The woman on your mind feels you're very reckless and impulsive. Aries with the Fool. And that you're going to come back around. But it's going to always be when she does not expect it. She knows you're going to come back around, like you're going to send a message when she least expects it. She feels it. She also feels very defensive, like she's got words waiting to tell you, honey. Because she's heavily burdened by the lack of everything. The lack of the lack of the lack. Because look, this is what she's heavily burdened about. That little baby pentacle right there. That little baby teeny tiny pentacle. Taking an assessment of the situation and wanting to tell you about yourself is what she feels. Yeah, Virgo, you a pain in her ass. Look. The burden is Virgo. Pain in the ass with his little pentacle. That's how she feels about you. You're waving around a little baby pentacle. And she's not happy with that. It's not enough. She wants to talk to you about the future of the connection. If y'all can get past some obstacles and challenges, whatever they may be. If y'all could get on the same page. Oh, you really don't want to know this. She feels she needs to encourage you to speak up, speak the truth, or encourage you. She's going to try to encourage, like talk well about the connection so you can see how positive it can be. That kind of a thing. Leo with the Strength card, following that Queen of Swords. Yeah. She feels you have to choose between her and someone else. Like, make up your mind who you want to be with, kind of a thing. Fudge nuts. So apparently you got somebody else she feels that you need to end things with. Got a migraine thinking about it. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Death card, and Scorpio. Oh, speaking of, who all we got here? Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, heavy Aquarius. We have Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, and Libra. Okay. She feels you're dishonest about your feelings for her, but she knows you're coming back around. So if that makes sense to you, then good. She feels you tell her bullshit. Like, in other words, you tell her y'all going to be together, get together, there's a future there, whatever. But then nothing happens. And you tripping over your words, juggling two people. Apparently she's aware of this, and that you give her just the Rico Suave bullshit. The let's kiss and make up as I sneak out the house again, that kind of a thing. Let's see if there's a future in this connection, or a potential future in this connection. It looks like it's somebody has to decide if they want to end this or not, because it's not getting any better. All right. A judgment is going to have to be made. Yep. Justice and judgment. So I believe how she feels is if you don't do anything to try to make things right, she's done. Because in her mind, you need to make a whole lot of shit right. You need to leave somebody else alone. In her mind, if you don't try to make it right, then she's finished with this. At least that's what the cards are showing. Libra and Scorpio is here. All fixed signs here, which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Gemini is here. See, Aries, Scorpio again, Libra again, Cancer. Okay. All right. Hi, Golden XO. All right, Libra, 3447. Libra, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Hi, is that AJ Love? Libra, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? And you know what? If you guys think that she shouldn't feel this way or think this way, then y'all need to communicate. Y'all need to show that woman some loving. Y'all need to show that woman some attention. Go buy her some flowers. Do something. Shit. Diamonds are better. But, you know, I mean, we're not going to be nitpicky and petty ass over here. I'm just letting you know how she feels. If you feel she is under the wrong impression about you, then you need to change her mind. Then you need to show up for her. But if you feel she's right, then number one, I don't know why you're watching me. Number two, you already know what you got to do. Don't play with me. I already know. I already know. Love and Light said, that's right, damn it to hell. Massage her feet. Hi, painkiller. All right, Libra, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Looks like she feels she's going to be single fucking forever. Look, that ain't moving. That ain't going nowhere. She feels like you're lazy because you're not doing nothing. Bada bing, bada boom. That Knight of Pentacles is at a standstill. She's worried up in the bed, wanting something to change, wanting to be happy about something. And you already know what would make her happy. It would make her happy to have a commitment, have something tangible, have something stable in this. She's over here thinking, will this ever change? Will this ever get better? Because it don't look like she's doing jumping jacks in the bed excited. So something is wrong, honey. There we go. Waiting for some kind of communication, some type of truth. All I see here is conflict, conflict, conflict. Wondering if she needs to move on or if things are going to change. Or will you force her to move on? You know what I'm saying? She wants it to be different. She wants it to be better. It's like where the relationship is right now, the situationship, whatever the hell you call it, she's unhappy about. She does want things to change and get better. But she feels you're not taking her seriously. She feels you're not taking the relationship seriously. And she doesn't know if there's going to be any change. She feels you're selfish and egotistical. She feels you're all about yourself. Remember, men, she wears the dress. I know you might want to wear one, but you shouldn't. Nobody wants to see that. All right. So, yep, she feels like you're just full of ego and just want her for one thing. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. Like I said, if it's not, then you need to show her that you do love her, that you do care, that you're going to show up for her. Not just show up for her, crawl in the window at midnight, fuck her, and then go home before anybody can tell you ever been there. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me go into details. I know how y'all operate, some of y'all. I can't speak for everybody, to be fair. But for whoever these readings are resonating for, y'all need to tighten it up. You heard me, Joe? What about a kilt? Don't start with me. Don't start with me about no kilt. Joe, I'm serious. But your woman loves you. She wants y'all to be together, but she don't think there's a prayer chance in hell you're going to act right. Because she don't know what. Look, her too. Two of Swords. You got her ass confused. You see this? You see this? You see this? I'm going to show you. She feels you just want her for the one. You know what I'm saying? You just want the... And that it's all going to go to hell in a handbasket. She's probably right. From what I'm seeing, she's probably fucking right. It makes my head hurt. But I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If you love your woman, don't leave her ass all confused and waiting on you to show up. And when I say show up, I mean really show up. Be sincere, be kind, give her love. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me switch this all around. If she's a no good bitch, then you're not going to want to show her love. If she's a good person who does do things to show you she does love you, if she's loyal and good to you and you love her, show her. But god dang, this is getting to be ridiculous. A little bit ridiculous with you dudes. Or if you say you would, I don't give a fuck. Okay, anyway. She thinks about you all the time. She doesn't want to lose you, but she does not like all this crap that she feels she's tolerating. The half-ass. It's all the half-assery stuff. The half-ass everything. The breadcrumbing. The where the hell are you? Why she's got to sit up in the bed by herself all worried? Where the hell are you? See, that's what she don't know. Y'all nice and sweet when you feel like it. That ain't enough. That's not enough. Apparently that's how she feels. So, yeah, because she's like, I want to be this. I want to be the woman you commit to, marry. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. How that's going to go? Don't know. She wants to talk about it. Oh, God. It looks like y'all going to have a conversation about marriage. About marriage, about family, about money. It looks like y'all going to have a conversation, but I don't feel like it's the first time y'all have a conversation about it. So the energy I'm getting is there's going to be somebody here apologizing, saying, can we have one more chance? Okay, somebody here wants to apologize and say, can we have one more chance and work toward this Ace of Pentacles? From what I'm seeing here, it's possible you guys might agree to that. It's highly possible. Because on her side of it is, I'm going to watch and see if he's sincere. So it looks like you're going to agree to work on the problems, whatever they are, commitment issues, whatever. Apologies are going to be said, and somebody's like, let's give it one more shot. But this is the problem. We got the devil energy that lingers over this. With the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so what I'm seeing out of this, so somebody's going to apologize for bad behavior, okay? Bad behavior, bad choices, but it looks like they're still going to keep their person waiting. So that's what I see. You're still going to keep her waiting. You might, that's how I see it. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see how many more of these we're going to get. Okay. You know, It does take both people to participate in the connection. And I'm not going to say it's, you're not going to argue. I'm not going to say you're not going to fuss. I'm not going to say you're going to like each other all the time. That's humans being humans. I'm not saying abuse each other. I'm not. But you will hurt each other's feelings. That's normal human nature. Excuse me. It does take effort. It takes effort for relationships to be successful. It takes effort for people to live together for the rest of their lives and be loyal to each other. Okay? No matter what. Yeah, you can disagree, you can argue, you can fuss, but you have to also learn how to make up. You have to also learn how to work through the kinks. You have to also learn how to navigate the troubled waters to stay together, because you both should be that important to each other. If you don't feel that way about your person, then you also need to be honest about that and not string them along. You know what I'm saying? You got to be honest. You got to be honest from day one, no matter what it is. Don't string them along just so you can get off. All right. That's wasting everybody's time, yours and theirs, period. You know, set your person free if you don't love them, so they can find somebody that will love them and that they can truly love and be happy with. If that's the case. If it's not the case, then y'all got a whole lot of making up to do to these women. What you mean? Yeah, no shit. I read this shit every day. Yep, I am rude. You know why I can be rude? It's rude how people treat each other. And I say it like it is. And that's just it. Signs to me don't matter. I don't know. I don't feel signs matter. I don't. I really don't. As far as compatibility, you can get along with anybody. Everybody's different in their own way. Everybody. I know different Leos, and they're all different. They're none of them the same. And I can get along with all three of them. There's things about them I don't care for. But they're all very different people. And they're all three Leos. There's so many things, so many aspects to people. It's not just their sun sign, their moon sign. You think they follow that? No. As far as to be aware, consciously aware of it, you can get along with anybody. I've said this before. I used to read years and years ago when I was a young teenager, I would read those compatibility tables and compatibility horoscopes. Everybody they said I would be compatible with, I was not at all. Everybody they said that I wasn't compatible with, I was. It was always opposite. I do not believe that. I believe we can get along with anybody. You know? Kick a Leo in the biscuits. Both people have to work at the relationship. This is true. Some people are easier to work with than others. This is also true. There's going to be challenges in every relationship, some worse than others. You know, it just depends how it's going to go by how you navigate it, how you feel about each other, how you feel about your circumstances. If you want to stay together or not, you will. You will make it work. You both will figure out how to make it work. If you matter that much to one another, and what you build together matters that much to you. It don't matter what sign you are. It doesn't. And that's my opinion. Okay. That is completely my opinion. I completely believe that. That's just how I feel. You think all those people you read about or hear about or see married 60 some odd years, you think it was easy? You think all those years were easy? No. They were very difficult, quite challenging. I'm sure many times, in fact, I know many times in certain marriages, especially the longer term they were, I've been told, you know how many times I wanted to just give up, but I couldn't because blah, blah, blah. And then they look back, I'm glad I didn't. You know, it's not all roses. It's not. And no, it's not equal input. But there has to be some input. There has to be something happening from both sides to make it work, for it to last. You know? There's a new dynamic out there in the dating world today too. JoJo saying if you want a relationship, emotional independence is needed, but hyper independence has to go. Right. You can't act single when you're in a relationship. You cannot. I hate that I'm losing my voice. You cannot behave as if you are single and available when you are in a relationship. If you want people to look at you as single and available, then you need to be single and available and not involve somebody else. You need to be with people who want to be single and available so nobody gets hurt. But if you know somebody wants a commitment with you and they have real love for you, don't play them. Don't lead them on. Go fuck around with somebody who is single and wants to stay that way. You know what I mean? Sharon saying, I'm married 40 years and no, it's not easy. No, ma'am, it's not, huh? But y'all still there. But y'all still there. You know? How you doing, Aubrey? You have to share your life with someone and treat the relationship as a priority. You do. You do. You know what? I mean, I have a pet peeve. It's more than that. It's something I absolutely cannot stand. Is when you have a couple, and I know a lot of you are going to disagree with this, and that's fine. But look at it. And if you're being honest with yourself, at least the majority of you, you're going to know I'm fucking right. Okay. You cannot be married or in a commitment of any kind and have an outside person. I don't give a damn if you've been friends since your birth, y'all born together in the hospital and made friends in the nursery. I don't give a damn. Your significant other has to actually be your significant other, not your friend. Don't make one of your friends your significant other if you have a partner. married or not married. If you have a significant other, that's your confidant, that's your lover, that's your best friend, that's your go-to person. And it should be both ways. From their side toward you, from your side toward them. It goes both ways. But when you take that level of, I guess you can call it confidence, trust, speciality, when you take that special thing and you give it to an outside source, whenever you basically treat your significant other as your friend and your friend as your significant other, it's never going to work. There will always be jealousy. There will always be a sense of feeling hurt. Why am I here if that person is so fucking wonderful and special to them? And I know people are going to have different takes on that, but I'm telling you, if you with somebody and you're a couple and you want to be committed, it goes both ways. You make that person your confidant, your best friend, that's it, everything. You don't tell them a little bit and tell your friend everything. If you need advice from your friends that you trust, that's cool. I mean, yeah, everybody talks to their friends, but your go-to person, the person you share your most intimate everything with, is your partner. And when you take it outside the connection, it's a problem. And you know I'm telling the truth. You already know. And if that person that's your partner doesn't mean that much to you, or you don't feel you can trust them with everything, then they should not be considered your partner. You should not even be partner with them. Then y'all need to, I don't know. Y'all need to change that label, or don't put a label, and you make it damn sure known that they don't matter that much to you, that they're a placeholder, because that's how you treat them. And they'll decide if they want to stay around with you. And then you can deal with the consequences of losing that person. You know what I'm saying? Because they can find somebody else. And then you can be free to go with all your little special friends or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be on the same side with each other. That's right, country girl, not against each other. And it always ends up bullshit. Yep, Aubrey, I hear you. Yeah, they say that a private life is a happy life, but you can take that in many different ways. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the ones you should be honest and open with and go the extra mile for, they're not. Most people, I can't say all, to be fair, but look at relationships today. Just look around. Just look at what's happening and why their relationships are not working. Why? I know you know. You're not children. Y'all see every day what's going on behind closed doors. You know, and that's why relationships are not working. It's very self-explanatory. So why get ass hurt? Why get butt hurt over it? Especially if you're involved in it. And I say if, because some of you are. Not all. And that's me trying to be fair. Not all are in that. But the ones who are sitting there wondering, why is this not working? Well, somebody needs to keep their fucking mouth shut and their legs closed, or their zippers fucking up when they're in the company of certain folks. And they need to rip off all their clothes and get it on with the person that they claim to love and be a partner with. That's who they need to be talking to. Pillow talk, whatever you call it. That's who they need to be sexual with, flirt with, be sexy with. But no, it's more exciting. They feel it's more exciting to go to their ugly ass, dog ass friends, their friends' wives, their friends' husbands, whoever, and flirt with those ugly bitches. Because some of them look like my ass on diarrhea, and I'm not even joking. And have a whole beautiful or handsome person at home madly in love with them. And I'm not even kidding. And it's shocking how they think that's exciting. You know what's exciting? When your partner treats you with all this attention, and it goes both ways. Not crazy attention, but loving attention, like they really sincere about it. You're going to have a happier romantic relationship. You're going to lean and trust each other more, lean to each other, count on each other, show up for each other. But no, they want to go crawl in a ditch with some tripe. And y'all know I'm fucking telling the truth. Social media is a good thing and a bad thing. Just like everything, things go overboard, you know. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. You know, all these hookups and this, that, and the third, everything done behind closed doors, behind people's backs. And they wonder why things don't go right for them. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out, folks. What you put in the world comes back to you. It's that simple. And they can't figure it out. That goes to show you another thing. I mean, with that level of intelligence, do you really want that? I mean, let's think about the intelligence of this person. I'm sorry, but it's true. You gonna tell me that's smart behavior? I don't know. Don't be crying over no dumbass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right, here we go. Scorpio is next, right? We on Scorpio? Y'all, we on Scorpio? I know, breathe it out, Joe. Breathe it out. It's true, AJ. It's true. Okay, we on Scorpio. Thank y'all. Right, Scorpio, 103.57. 103.57. It's a 103.57, Scorpio. Virgo timestamp is 27:36. 27:36. Y'all hit that like button. And if you enjoy my content, subscribe. I should have never done this version of a relationship. I shouldn't have. I should have known how this shit was going to come out. Hi, Riley Bain. Let's see. Anybody else? Devonian Gardens. Thank you for being here. Love and light is smudging negative energy over there. Okay. Killer Tomato saying we're all in this together. Yeah, I know. The height of Lionsgate. And then we have the full moon, so it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. This is a powerful weekend, I can tell you that. All right, Scorpio, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? We all need to get it off our chest. All right. Thank you, Yvette. All right, y'all. I got some sucky shuffles here. Come on, Scorpio. Don't be shy. Why be shy now? All right, Scorpio, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? Shh. So the woman on your mind wants to work things out with you. Yeah. The woman on your mind wants to take that leap of faith and do damage control, wanting to work things out, show you some love, have a new start with you, because she's not happy with the way things are right now. She's willing to give to you, but doesn't know. You know what? I don't think you're talking to her. I don't think you and this person are speaking. I feel like you have grown cold toward this person, like you refuse to speak to her. It's like a refusal with determination, determined not to speak, being very cold, very guarded, very distant. I feel like she wants to work this out. We have Aries energy. We have Cancer energy here. We have Gemini energy. Yeah, there's silence here. She still has hope that y'all could be together, though, that there could be a new start that'll lead to long-term commitment. Pisces and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Time is passing. Taurus energy, yeah. Scorpio, I don't feel like you care for this person. I don't. No. I feel you looked at this person as a friend with benefits. Just a friend with benefits. I do not feel you have any intentions on commitment with this person, is why you stay to yourself. And there was a shit show of a relationship or a situationship between you and them, because you were stubborn. You were being stubborn, acting stubborn, whatever. Here's the thing. This is some sloppy ass behavior, Scorpio. I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't want the commitment. You don't want what this person wants. You're ignoring this person intentionally. But you're going to come back. You're going to come back in your own sweet time, whenever the fuck that is, for a new start with this person. with it still being very insecure or insecure, whatever, it's not a thing. It's like the relationship, you want to play around with it. Like you like fucking this person. You like this person's attention and how they fuck. And I'm not going to even sugarcoat that. Period. I'm going to speak in the language you understand. And that's going to hurt them. But they're showing me that that is of no concern to you. You're going to play the game. You're going to play the game of, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry I hurt you. Do I love you? Well, you know, No, you don't fucking love them. No, because you go from one to the other. You go from one to the other, from one to the other, from one to the other, leaving your options open. Could be talking online to people at a distance. When you're with one, you're messaging the other. That type of thing. Am I lying? No. Waiting for the opportunity. Opportunist. And it's all going to fall apart because it's not built on anything but lust. Look, it's going to go right back to the Ten of Swords. So, and that's it. Secrets. The excuses, the secrets, the lies, the selfish behavior, the using, all the good things, right? And that's where this is headed. That's it. That's all this is. So you're not on the same page with this person. What you want from them is different from what they want with you. They want commitment. They want stability. They want to fix problems that are between you guys. You're going to play into it after you decide to stop being icy and cold because you're doing it on purpose. And they want to heal it and be, you see, they have sincerity in their intentions and you don't, is what they're showing me. And how your person feels about it. They have hope that things change. Well, don't look like things are going to change. It looks like a repeat performance is in the near future. And that's what they're showing me. All right, Sagittarius 11309. Thank you, Yvette. I appreciate you being here, girl. Hi, Pink Butterfly. How are you? Hi, Abigail. That's my target. Yeah, because I already did what he thinks of you, and now I'm doing what she thinks of you. Sagittarius, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you? They want to hold on to you. They feel like they're not going to get what they want from you, but they want to hold on to you. This person, Sagittarius, it looks like they would like to build a stable foundation with you. We have Aries with the Fool card. They would like to build something stable with you. Okay, they feel like this could be meant to be, that y'all were brought together for a reason, but that you don't want that. They feel like your behavior is toxic or a player type behavior, non-committal, and they're not happy about that. Okay, but they don't want to lose you. They don't want to let you go. All right. Yeah, this person wants to be with you. It looks like they're going to communicate that. They're going to send you some type of message asking if you want to get together with them. They feel you could be, that this could go somewhere if you give them a chance, okay? It's like they want to start something that could grow into something long term. But they don't want to tell you that because they're afraid they're going to chase you away. Because they don't feel like, they already know. Sagittarius, this person knows that you don't feel the same way about them. They know. They still want to be around you though. So what they're showing me is this person. See, this person feels like they can just wait. Like they're going to bide their time and wait to see if you change your mind. If you soften up to them. Yep. They want to see if you're going to change your mind. See, a Sagittarius energy here. It don't seem like you are, though. To be honest with you, I feel like you're going to walk away from this person because you don't want them. They're not who you would choose to be with. It's not to be ugly, but it's just who you would not, you don't feel the same way about them. Okay? You don't. You want to be single. And I feel like you're going to decide to walk away from this because this is not what you want. Thank you, Sonia. Guess the ages. No, I can't guess people's ages in the cards. Some people might show up as very mature. They could be younger than you, but have a very mature, like an old soul. So they may show up as an older person. You know what I'm saying? You can't really, in my opinion, you really can't. You know, you really can't give ages. You could say younger or older, but that could just be their spirit. They could have an old soul that, because everything is energy. So I see that you guys are going to make peace with this situation. Either you're going to offer, like, make peace with it. I don't feel like you want animosity with this person. I really don't. I think they're going to be a little bit upset with you, though, because you're going to want to move on and they're going to want to hold on. They're going to want to hold on. You want to make peace with them, let them down easy or whatever, and keep it moving, and they're not going to like that. I'm just saying. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. Okay. Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Gemini again, Capricorn again, Sag, Aries. All right. All right, Capricorn, 12001. Capricorn, how does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Capricorn? How does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Capricorn? Pisces energy, Capricorn energy, Pisces again. Somebody here is trying to keep things from falling apart. The person on your mind does have a lot of love for you, but they want to apologize to you. They don't want something to get worse than it already is. They don't want that. They're trying to prevent something here. They don't want the tower to fall. Okay, they don't. They have a lot of love for you. And it looks like they want to apologize for, I don't know if they're hurting your feelings with something. I don't know. So it looks like they want to work together with you. And this is about an offering. Again, okay, so this could have been, there could have been an argument about where the relationship is going. All right, because the stress is there about this, about the offer of commitment, the exchange between you both in the connection. Your person loves you and wants this commitment with you. Okay. But they're disappointed, feeling like they're not going to get it. It could be a third party issue, or they suspect it. Because they've been waiting a long time for this relationship to grow to a higher level of commitment. Okay, that's the problem. All right. Show me the Three of Swords. Yep, that's the problem. So there was an argument about where the connection's heading, commitment, marriage, the whole nine. That's what this Three of Swords is about, a conversation that happened. And now somebody wants to apologize. And they still don't know if they want to make that offer. Okay. They still don't know if they're ready to settle down. So that's something y'all going to have to discuss and work out. Okay. This person isn't ready for a full commitment. They're not ready to settle down, get married, have babies. You know what I'm saying? The house, the cat, the dog, the goldfish. They're not ready. They feel like you could still be fooling around with somebody else or talking to somebody else and keeping it secret. That's how they feel. That's what's in their head. And because they feel you are an attention whore, okay, that you like attention from other people, not just them. And they feel like that's in the way of this taking off. Force of Wands in the reverse. They feel like that's probably the reason, the true reason that you keep in secret. That's how they feel. Whether it's true or not, you'd have to tell me. They feel like you act single and it hurts their feelings. So is that you? Is that how you act? Because that's how they see you. That's how they feel. We've got a lot of Pisces energy here. Libra, Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces 2 more times. Somebody can't make up their mind, but there is a lack of commitment here. It's just more of a casual energy in the relationship. It's very one-sided. I will say that it is one-sided. It is one-sided. One person's committed, the other person is not. So it's just not happening, okay? And I don't feel like you really want to hurt this person's feelings, but not breaking up with them. I don't know. Maybe you did try. I don't know. It doesn't seem like y'all going to split or part ways, though. That's the thing. It's still like in limbo land. That's what I see. It's still like in limbo. It's not ending. It's not growing. It's just sort of hanging around. Aquarius, 126.57. 126.57. Aquarius. Currently taking boo-boo Empress applications. That is too funny. I have a 45-gallon tank ready to go. Where's my boo-boo? We will build. We'll get fish. I have the cat. Aw. That is too cute. It's going slow, Joseph. Aw. Aquarius, how does your woman really feel about you? The woman on your mind. How does the woman on your mind really feel about you, Aquarius? They want to work it out. They want to work on the connection. They want to take this to a higher level of commitment. So, how they feel about you. They feel like, before I say any more, they feel like you gave up. To be honest with you, that's how they feel. They feel like you were guarded. They do. They feel like you gave up. They feel like once upon a time, you were putting in the time, effort, and energy in this connection. Cancer with the Chariot. Now they feel went to hell in a handbasket and went straight to this. From the 8 of Pentacles to the Chariot to the 10 of Swords to the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody being single. Things went sideways here. Everything was going, it looked like everything was going toward that 4 of Wands. Then somebody rebelled and said, nope. Not me, not me, not me, not me. Now I'm guarded and defensive. Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? I'll tell you why, because somebody started talking to somebody else. That's why. Moving on to what's easier to do. And that's what happened here. Somebody moved on to what was easier. No expectations, but the wand. That's exactly what the hell happened here. Yep. And they see you as guarded because they're trying to get the truth out of you. They're trying to get communication out of you. They're trying to see, do you want to work it out? Do I matter that much to you? Do I matter at all to you? Why aren't you fighting for this? Why are you fighting against me instead of for me? That's how they see it. Libra with Justice. There's the communication. And there's the bickering, the conflict, and the fighting. I wonder why. Okay. And it's all about, are we going to come together and be on the same page? Or are we going to let this go? Because this is hard as hell. This has been difficult. Because you won't commit. This could also be false promises for the future just to delay. Delay tactics. Yeah. Delay tactics. One day we'll be together. One day may never come. One day may never come because somebody here isn't being honest about what their plans are. I could tell you that much. Somebody's scared to commit. Point blank period. Somebody's chicken to commit. They're chicken, buck, chicken. They just want to be a player thinking that wand is going to get them somewhere in life. Yeah, it'll get you somewhere, all right. Not where you want to be, but it will take you somewhere. It'll take you a place where you could be single forever. Congratulations. Because that's where exactly it's going to bring you. So, what else do we have? Richard! How are you? So somebody here is going to come back saying, I'm sorry for my behavior. Can we have a second chance? I'm sorry for what I've said and done. They're going to want to come back and start this over again. Wanting to start a new cycle with you. But yet, there's still going to be deception here. There's still going to be deception. And we have the Empress. Why do we have the Empress here? Is this you being a third party? Yep. Deception. Seven of Swords is here. You being and your person being the third party, or you are. Because somebody here is going to be given, gonna be given a 2. Could be a Libra, doesn't have to be. Yep, all the I'm sorry's in the world. And let's start over, but they secretly still fool you on with somebody else. That could be you or them. Don't ask me what I'm thinking. I'm not going to tell you. All right. Pisces is last but never least. I'm doing good, Richard. How about you? You wonderful? Killer Tomato. Hey, Richie was shaking. Richard, Killer Tomato wants to know what's shaking. All right, Pisces, 134.08. 134.08. It's a 134.08. All right, let's see. Pisces. How the woman on your mind really feels about you, Pisces. How the woman on your mind really feels about you, Pisces. You guys, check out my website, shadowbayou.com, for all services and products, and to join my email list, shadowbayou.com. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to the tribe, subscribe and join my channel. Give me a thumb, you've got 2, donate 1. And I appreciate all of you who watch, whether you're joining us on the live in the chat or watching the replay. I thank you very much. Keep in mind, these are all general readings here on YouTube. It may or may not be your story. All right. I'm excited for that Lionsgate portal. This is going to be an awesome weekend. The answer is not YouTube safe or friendly. All right, Pisces, here we go. Okay, Joe. Could be dealing with an Aries, a Gemini, another Pisces. Oh. So somebody here had other choices in love. Yes, they did. They may still. Let's see. We have the Lovers, the 7 of Cups, King of Wands, Knight of Cups. Lord. And look at here. Guess what? How they see you is going toward what? Third party situation. They see you as a very sexual being. You know what I mean? They might see you as an alcoholic as well. For some of you, not all of you. So don't get your panties in a knot, or I mean your underwear in a knot. Scorpio, Leo, Virgo energy. I feel like somebody's going to give you an ultimatum. Tighten the ship. Be loyal. We have a brand new start ahead. We treat each other better. We continue this connection. Or what? Or what? Or what? Yeah, somebody has to make a choice here. It's either we're going to do this or we not. Meaning either we on and we full on or we move on. Somebody's doing the nasty in secret with somebody else. I'm going to tell you that right now. High Priestess, Ace of Wands. This will be illuminated. Somebody's going to know. Somebody here is going to get their ass busted. Somebody's getting found out. Because why? Because they're a little attention. Ho, ho, ho. They are. I told y'all. Look at this. So this is the deal. This person sees you as someone who has other options. Going towards someone else. Apparently going back and forth. Breadcrumb one, give attention to one, then flips. Break up, make up, but it doesn't grow. Yeah, somebody's been treated unfairly or feels like they have been treated unfairly. Justice in Libra, 4 of Pentacles. Look. And somebody's walking away from this. Okay, there's going to be a decision made that somebody here is like, time to go. It's time for this to end. Yeah, somebody's going to put this relationship to rest because it's not serving their highest good. It's not serving any purpose. It's just breaking their heart. It's not doing them anything. It's not elevating them in life. It's not supportive. It's not happy. It's not good. Makes them feel like crap. Somebody here feels ghosted. Maybe you did ghost them. Maybe they just think you ghosted them. Hell, I don't know. But what I do know is that There's betrayal here, a lack of commitment, a lack of loyalty, dishonesty, and somebody who like gets their kicks off of going back and forth between people. That's what this is. Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Aries again, Pisces again, Libra, Scorpio again, Leo again, Pisces again, Virgo, Capricorn, Chariot, look, Cancer. So somebody's going to go, honey. In the very near future, somebody's going to go and look for new love. Yep, that's it. That's what I got. So this is how they see you or think of you, feel about you in this connection. Jesus Christ. I don't see no engagement rings nowhere in this. None of these reads. So these women feel absolutely... A couple of them had some hope, but it didn't look good. I don't think I'm going to do a reading like this again. I don't know. I think it's best just to keep it all signs general, man, male or female, man, well, I don't care. As long as you 18 and got a post, please watch, subscribe. Give me a thumb. You know what the attraction is? Because people put on the charm to get you. If they were assholes to you, they'd never attract you, but they put on that sweet little charm and all the little things, and I say little because they can be very little, all those little sweet things, male or female, to lure their person in. Come hither, come hither. All right. The smooth operator. All that smooth talk. But I can tell you this. If you hang around long enough, if you experience enough times in your life this kind of crap, you learn the smooth operator is the last person you need to be with. Look at Joe. I'm glad I'm not a people. I'm just a large bucket of constant charm and wit. Can't help it. Joe, you're not going to tell me you don't get pissy. You don't get pissy with somebody? Thank you, Richard. Richard, Sagittarius is 11309. Sagittarius is 11309, Richard. You already know he does. Nobody can be charming all the time. Nobody can. Even the best sweet talkers can't be sweet all the time. Thank you, Pam. Thank you for the $20 super chat, girl. You appreciate me. I appreciate you, Pam. I do. Thank you so much. It's very kind. Girl, thank you. I appreciate that. Aubrey says, don't bother with the charm. Joe says, I can, but when I get pissy, it takes a lot. I have reason, and it's rare. I wish I could honestly say it was rare for me, but I'm not very charming. I'm not a charming person. That's a major thing about me, is I'm pretty blunt. You know, I'm not really good with all that. I think it's sweet to see it, you know. I'm not a charmer. As far as to sweet talk people, no, I just talk. I just talk to them. I don't flirt. I don't really think I know how to flirt. I'm not sure. I don't really think about it. People get more angry with me online. In person, they tend to hold back a bit. Really? Yeah. We're Saggies blunt AF. Yeah, I know, Aubrey. I don't flirt though. I don't know if you know how to flirt with people. I just, I don't know. I mean, I'm polite to people. I know how to act as far as I have manners, but I really do, believe it or not. But, I never really think about flirting, even when I go out. I mean, guys would talk to me and all the things, but I just have a conversation. Hard to get pissy with 6'2", 255 of well armed Scottish Gemini. There you go, Joe. You mean you intimidate them? Flirting would be a natural thing, perhaps, if you found someone you were smitten with. Maybe. I've been smitten. I mean, I've been nice to them, but I don't think you would call it flirting, you know? See, I would get in trouble. Gemini can walk into a room, breathe, and automatically be flirting with 6 people. You see, yeah. I mean, if you have that kind of disposition, I dated somebody like that, that he wouldn't flirt with me, but anywhere we would go, he would go out of his way to be so gracious to other people. Not that he didn't ever treat me that way, he did, but it wasn't so, let's see how we can say that. I guess because I knew it was fake, that he was, when somebody's overly nice, well, he would do that, but he's like, I'm just trying to fit in. Well, that's not how you fit in. Because I would call him out in front of people. What the fuck are you doing? You don't act that way. You don't act that way. That's not how you treat another woman, especially if you got me and she's married. I fucking dare you to do it again. You do it again, somebody's losing something around here. I better be the woman you bringing flowers and presents to, not someone else's wife. That same wife should not be calling you on the phone at 10 o'clock at night. You shouldn't take your girlfriend to that wife's house to meet her, especially when a husband's standing there and your girlfriend gets really fucking loud and thanks her for calling your boyfriend at 10 o'clock at night and all the things, and watch her fucking blood drain from her face as you grab her hand in a death grip and you're going and you're screaming at her, thank you so fucking much. That's me. That's what I did. Because that's what happened. I didn't get flowers. And you can't say that's the reason why. No, because that's the reasons I would get pissed. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. Richard, I should have just not wasted my voice and just done something else and then leave. But no, I had to ream him a little bit and then leave. See, I either bought or picked flowers from my ex every week. And you see, that's sweet. That's very sweet. But did you leave flowers in the vehicle so she can find them? The remains, the things that fall out of bouquets that you give to other women? Absolutely not. You know who almost inhaled flowers through his nostrils? Absolutely. That's wonderful, Joe. You see what I'm saying? You gotta, when you get retaliation from a female, it's usually, not always, but it's usually provoked. And this is why I'm like I am. All that bullshit, I could live without. I can see, I'll see. If I see anything suspicious, I'm calling everybody out. Everybody involved gets called out in front of everybody. And I do that on purpose. If I embarrass you enough, eventually somebody here is going to learn a lesson, whether you with me or not. And usually that means this is basically the beginning to the end when that happens, you know. But with sex is when, before that they were doing some things that were really, you thought sincere for you, and it wasn't. It was a lead up. It was almost like a setup to hurt you even more. I'm going to do some really sweet things for you, and then I'm going to drop the fucking ball and fucking destroy you with what I do next. It was like that for a lot of things, you know? Anyway, the JoJo Empress will be well fed, happy, laugh a lot, and have constant glow about them. A constant glow. Now let's all take a minute and think about what that means. That is too funny. Until then, I'm trimming the Empress chair. Aw. Yeah, Aubrey. And then when you find out they don't really have someone else, they want you to be jealous. But it makes you look and feel like a complete disrespected ass. I don't see any man that would take pride in their woman behaving that way if they love the woman. So why should it be, nobody should do that. I don't know. No, he had 3 or 4. Oh, wow, Aubrey. No, some people are sick, I get that, but some people are just dumb as fuck. They stupid. And I tell you that. And since stupid can't be fixed, we leave that be. We keep it moving, you know what I mean? Who's got time for all them problems? And JoJo, you look like you just charm all them ladies. JoJo's like, I'ma feed ya, I'ma tickle ya, I'm gonna make you glow. You're gonna be a little glow worm. You're gonna look young and youthful for a long time. Pretty natural pink cheeks. Here's an idea: when you find your person, get out of society. Let's go to a country hobbit home by the lake. Not really. I mean, there will be pink cheeks, he says. I mean, maybe you would want to do that. I wouldn't. Kill a tomato. I mean, I appreciate it, and it hurt, but I mean, you get over it. I got over it in a sense. I mean, I really did, considering how I used to feel about him. I still got a thing against kilts, but one day I will heal from that as well. Well, the noise of the world will always be, is how to handle it. I know what you mean, though. Don't give in to all the gossip crap, like the stupidity. Don't look for trouble. Don't look for the. I understand what you mean. Yeah, remember when MySpace was a thing? Remember when all this social media stuff started? Didn't it start with like MySpace? I don't remember being on there very much. I mean, again, we all had to work, right? We all still have to work. But it wasn't a habit. It not in my world, it wasn't. It was just a occasional fouillon with MySpace. I wasn't really big into it. We were all too busy living life, doing whatever. I don't remember. I mean, maybe there was drama on MySpace, but I mean, then here comes Facebook and everything. And it just seems like the intention of it was good, and it still is good, but it has turned into a circus. And then all the others followed and made the circus even bigger. But before all the social media, again, social media is excellent. It's great for certain things and certain reasons. But when it goes beyond boundaries, it can be a very negative and destructive thing too. Hi, Cassandra. And Juliet, I want to thank you for being here. I don't think I told you hi or anything. You've been on the chat for a minute there. I'll never have a broken heart again. Me and my kid are happy. I hear you, Aubrey. Yes, did. Felt creepy to me from the start for her. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was neat. MySpace, I thought it was cool. I thought it was a neat thing. But it wasn't something it was like an afterthought. Oh, did you check your MySpace today? Oh, it wasn't like a big thing. Yeah. Everybody's trying to keep up with the Joneses. They don't know how to stay faithful with all of it. Right. It just seems like so much. Yeah, Facebook isn't real, though. It's a cherry pick version. Well, really, most social media is like a cherry pick version. You know, I'd like to start another Facebook page there for Shadow Bayou. And I'm really not in a big hurry for it because I know that unless it's been a while since I've even dealt with Facebook. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I really like YouTube, how it is. I'm not like, I don't know. It's really not that simple to have. I can navigate Facebook and use Facebook easier and better, in my opinion, than Instagram. Instagram, I just feel very, I don't know. I've never been that big into Instagram. I like to post on there certain things. But to me, Facebook, the way it's set up, of course, to me, I like the interaction better on Facebook as far as the way their format is. But I don't know. I don't know how my intentions with Facebook, I'm not really sure yet. But I am kind of sort of wanting to redo the whole Facebook page thing. Strictly for Shadow Bayou, though. Social media would be better if they had real smells that came along. I'm a content creator, so it doesn't have to be my real name or much about my real life saucy drama. Yeah, it depends on what we're doing with it. You know, it depends on what we're using social media for. Is going to determine the way it swings, you know what I mean? Where it goes. And I don't know. I know JoJo's so funny, y'all. Joe, you are so good at one-liners and stuff. You really are. I talked a lot today, y'all. I did. You need a visceral impression of some people. Social media doesn't have smells. You have never seen MySpace. I think they still have that. I think it's still there, but isn't it just for musicians or something now to advertise? I don't know. I think it's still there, but nobody interacts on it or really. I don't think it's how they say that. I think the memory book is still there, but nobody uses it anymore like they used to. MySpace is for music now. And think about it. Who do you ever hear of that is on MySpace? That nobody talks about that. Well, that's good, Pink Butterfly. I have my reasons why I had stopped using Facebook. And this has been a while. But I wanted to reformat it whenever I did decide to deal with it again and interact on Facebook again, that I would just revamp the whole thing strictly for Shadow Bayou. So there's still one Blockbuster Video open too. I heard about that several months ago. Like maybe at the end of last year, there was a video. These YouTubers, they have a channel and they're big movie buffs. It's sort of like, movie reviews and stuff like that. And they went to that one Blockbuster, and it was pretty neat. I thought it was pretty cool. I used to love Blockbuster. I did. Somebody out there still has a Betamax machine. Find them, huh? I'm sure they have people who collected. I don't know. Right, pink butterfly. Oh, you still have a beta, Aubrey? Child, we don't have none of that. That's been long gone. Blockbuster is in Bend, Oregon. You did too, and you had a lot of movies from them. I bought movies. I bought not movies. When my nephews were toddlers, when they were little, I would buy cartoon DVDs for them. You still have your Atari? What? I used to love Atari and Pong game. Wow. You see, y'all are good. I don't keep nothing like I throw away everything. I'll never have antiques. I throw away everything. I get tired of stuff being with I can't I got to start when I start cleaning out, I throw everything away. It's all got to go. Yeah, now I wish I had a few things, but don't matter. It's gone now. Teddy bear, rock'em sock'em robots, and Mr. Potato Head with a pipe. No shit. That is admirable. You see, we throw all that away. All of it. Gen X, I'm taking my damn toys with me. I hear you. Aubrey has rock'em sock'em robots. Oh, I don't have any of that. Richard, you too? You still have 3 or 4 VCRs and lots of movies in storage. Really? Huh. No way you have your Troll Dolls and Gumby and Pokey. Come on, Aubrey. Yes, I did a lot. I did. I played Atari. I did that. We also, my grandparents, when I was growing up, they had a dance hall. So we had like a game room type section where we had a pool table. We had Centipede. We had Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. What else we had? I think that was it. We had ping pong. No, not ping pong. Pinball machines. I don't know what's saying ping pong. Well, we did have ping pong, but that was like in the house. Like we had a big building. Half of it was the dance hall and like the game room section. The house, the last part of the house had like I guess you can say like an empty room, sometimes it was a bedroom, sometimes it was a junk room. It had been many things over the years, and we had ping pong at one point in time back there. Original Kiss pinball machine. Oh, wow. Oh, we had foosball. We did have foosball by the pool table as well. We did have a foosball. I love foosball. You love Pac-Man, Space Invaders. You want all 512 Atari, 26, including the ET game, which was terrible. Well, that's pretty cool, Joe. It's the parachute pants and jelly shoes. Oh my God, I had parachute pants and jelly shoes. I had every color jelly shoe. I did. I had all the jelly shoes. Well, we had the ones that you would see like in bars or restaurants or whatever, the whole machine, because it was in my grandma's business. Now we had the TV hookup for Atari too. That's what I do is repair arcade games, jukebox, and pool tables. Oh, okay, Richard. Now I get it. Well, the company I used to work for, they basically own every pool table, game, anything, jukeboxes, any type of game, any type of gaming. I'm talking in bars. They have 2 casinos, several restaurants, and they also provide the entertainment, which is all the things that you repair. They have technicians for that too. I was a level 1 tech, and even though, I mean, everybody had to get certified, right? But I know what you do now. I know what you do now. That's pretty interesting. Country girl, you remember the jelly shoes and parachute pants? Child, I loved it. I loved it. Everyone had a pool table, yeah. Well, the only reason we did is because of my grandma's business at the time. You know? Huh, you think it's a great job? I mean, maybe some people, I mean, but I know what Richard talks about now when he says he gets called out and stuff like that or whatever. Because I used to call techs to come out all the freaking time whenever we had problems. And the bars were calling them. Remember when it's just pagers? Their pagers were always off the, just going off. Everybody always needed something. I mean, it'll keep you busy. It will keep you busy. I was the Aquanet queen in my house, honey. I used to love my Aquanet. The bigger the hair, the better. And I had a lot of hair. While listening to Rat. Yeah, and Def Leppard. Uh-huh. Yep. And Bon Jovi, and you're right. I enjoy troubleshooting. Huh. I could tell you this, Richard. It wasn't enjoyable watching them try to figure out what the hell was wrong with the machines. It can be frustrating, but satisfying when you know you fixed it. Acid wash jeans, yeah. Does Mila work for the same company, Richard? Richard, does Mila work for the same company? I know, country girl, but I don't know how we made it without those phones. We did, though. Remember, you can go what that was the thing to do around here on the weekend is go to the mall, walk in the mall on a Friday night with your friends, maybe go to the movies. They had a small theater in the mall. Go get snacks, walk in the mall. Don't let it frustrate me. Sometimes something you can do right on the spot. Sometimes it's something you got to take back to the shop. Yep. Sometimes you got to take it back to the shop. You work on video poker machines too? Range parents back then had interesting parenting style. We didn't have a Sonic back then. Go-karts, we didn't have a special place, but my uncles rebuilt an old go-kart and they'd ride in the pasture next to the house. Yeah. No, we worked together at my last job and she worked at the shop next door. Oh, okay, I got you. You have all your cassettes as well, Joe? Damn. Yep, rewinding music with a pencil because the Walkman messed up. Yeah. Yep, remember, yep, recording stuff. Remember calling the radio station requesting music to be played. Then I ended up flirting. Well, I guess you could say flirting, talking with the DJs all night. Meeting some of them, meeting some of the DJs too. Crazy. Yep, mixtapes, the ultimate love note. You got that. Mixtapes were fun. Before this job, I was a manager at an amusement park. Now, I bet that was something. That had to be a lot of work, Richard. Oh my God. That had to be a lot of work. Mm-mm-mm. Recording the songs after the ads. I know you'd have to, oh my God, all that pause, rewind, stop. I don't know. Denver Mini Summit, Lakeside Amusement Park. Oh, okay. Hope I Love Betty Boop. Y'all remember like Coach House gifts, the puffy stickers, then the scratch and sniff smelly stickers, and all those little things, all those little frou-frou shit that we just all loved. Wicks and Sticks, the candle shop in the mall, was my favorite place to be. Well, of course it was. Who would have thought? Yeah, skating rinks were the thing too. Video poker is no longer legal in South Carolina. Oh, wow. Okay. The real pranks without camera phone evidence. Oh, my God. I swear y'all's live chat just bumped into my Betty Boop video. What you mean, Hope? Oh, no. Freezing Barbasol. Garbage Pail Kids were your thing, Love and Light? Oh, wow. I used to love the scratch and sniff stickers and puffy stickers. Well, that was my jam. MTV. That was my thing too. MTV late at night. Oh, really, Hope? That's weird. You were watching Oh Betty Boop vids on YouTube and suddenly the live chat from your live post came into play. That's weird. Okay. Well, you guys, I love y'all. I got to roll. Oh, the Headbangers Ball. Yes. The world premiere videos. I couldn't wait for the Duran Duran and all this for the world premiere videos. Oh my God. You had Green Acres paper dolls, Aubrey. Oh my God. I didn't even know they ever made Green Acres paper dolls. I used to have paper dolls. They weren't Green Acres, but I had fashion plates where you put the paper, you put the little plates. It's like Barbie dolls in Braille or something. You put your paper and you just scratched it. You know what I mean? You had your pencils and you just kind of like you were a pretend fashion designer. Fashion plates. And I did have paper Barbie dolls, paper doll Barbie dolls, and regular ones too. Not like, I know y'all don't care, but that's okay. George Jetson was born this year, according to the. No shit. Oh my God, that is crazy. I used to like my paper dolls too, girl. I did. No, we didn't talk about Betty Boop. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that 9.99 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, Richard. I appreciate it. Shrinky dinks. Paper dolls with paper. Yeah. The stuff that we used to like, it's like we really had a fun time. Like I used to read a lot too. Child, I read every Nancy Drew. I still have my Nancy Drew books. Now that I do have. Nancy Drew. I was given Annette Funicello books by my aunt, and they were written in the 60s, falling apart. I now think I still have them. I think I still have them. I had one of the biggest Harlequin romance collections, though, later in years. I did. If I didn't have 800 or more Harlequin romance, little from like the late 60s, all through the 70s and early 80s, I swear, I had Harlequin romance all over the place. Yeah, I was a little too young to be reading it. So anyway, you too, Aubrey. You like the prairie books? You see, I didn't really. I liked Nancy Drew. Like, I love Nancy Drew. And Annette Funicello was good. And then the Harlequin romance showed up in my life. The old ones. I will always remember. I still have the very first one I ever read. I still have some of them. Some of the ones that I read for the first time, I kept those for nostalgia reasons. The Long Cold Winter. The Long Cold Winter. I did not like comic. I mean, I did like comics. My uncles liked the comic books and stuff, and it was okay. I'd look at them, but it wasn't something I wanted like to buy. Remember those? Little H on the P. Huh? Little H on the P. I still have my clackers. Clackers? It's a long, cold winter. Like cold, brrr, cold. Oh, Lord, here we got all this. I used to love book fairs at school too, girl. The Minnie and Mickey Mouse that talked. I don't remember that. Oh my God, Rainbow Bright. My sister had that. I wasn't much for Rainbow Bright. And the Care Bears and stuff. I mean, they were cute, but that was like my sister's thing. That was when, oh my God, they had a sock called the Dream Catcher. Oh my God. I did not know that. My Buddy that becomes Chucky. I've seen the My Buddy dolls. Yeah, I want to say my sister had that too. I don't know. Glass balls on strings, but they would shatter and blind kids. My old town in Arkansas, we used to have turkey rod. What? Turkey rod run. Now I'll go out and make like. I don't know what you're talking about, Hope. Crypt, like Tales from the Crypt. Okay, I got one for you. Tales from the Crypt. How about Morgus on WGNO, whatever. I think it's called WGNO. Morgus Presents or whatever it was called. Teddy Ruxpin, the first elf. You have a Furby. Look at Aubrey. You guys quit. Poodle skirts. Now, the only poodle skirts I had were for the restaurant that I ran because we were a 50s themed cafe. And we had poodle skirts that the servers would wear whenever we had events. With the crinoline underneath, you know. Elvira, Mistress of the Night, yeah. Tales from the Crypt was good. Who the skirts and shit down that town? Cars like. Okay. I got you. Y'all would have like car shows and stuff. I did too. I mean, we had a jukebox that only played like 50s music, 50s and 60s, mainly 50s. I knew all those songs. I had my favorites because, I mean, we had to keep it playing the whole time we were open. You're going to hear it constantly for years. We had hula hoops because sometimes we had hula hoop contests when we'd have events and stuff. Limbo contests, hula hoop contests, you know. Looks like Kid on Van Halen. Shit, never heard of it. Yeah. Max Headroom. Am I a Beatles fan? Yeah, I mean, not hardcore, but I like them. I like some of their music. I like the Beatles. I mean, they're fine. I'm not like a maniac, no. But they're okay. All right. Well, y'all, I'm having fun too, but I'm going to have to go. Uh-oh. MASH, the Jeffersons, Alice, Three's Company. Yep. I used to watch that too. We sure did watch that too. Mm-hmm. Mad About You. You see, Mad About You isn't something I got into. 2 years of Mojo Tarot, your anniversary. Well, happy anniversary, Joan. Congratulations for 2 years on the tube. Congratulations, Joe. This month is my 7 years. Yeah. Dark Shadows. Yes, Joe. Congratulations. All right. I got ritual tomorrow. I got a lot tomorrow. So I will see, well, today. So I will see y'all. Damn. Let's see what time it is. I hope I can see y'all tomorrow because I would sure love to do a Lionsgate reading. We'll see how it goes. I'm not promising nothing because I have ritual. So I will see y'all soon. Have a great night. Thank you, Sandy. And I will see y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all behave. Well, y'all not going to behave. I already know. Y'all be good and don't get caught. I will see you soon. Good night, guys. Sweet dreams. Bye, Pam. Bye, Pink Butterfly. Bye, Richard. Bye, JoJo with the good mojo. Give Gumbo a kiss. Love and light, hope, country girl. Aubrey. Oh, you guys, thank y'all. I appreciate you so much. Y'all have a great one.